Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Schanfeld, and I'm now joined by Sacramento State wide receiver Austin Dotson. Thanks for joining the show, Austin. How's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Now, we're going to be talking about your football career, and your first time ever playing organized football was in the 10th grade, a sophomore in high school. And you say that you weren't all that good and didn't really know anything about the wide receiver position. After high school, you were thinking about joining the Navy, but you made a bet with a friend, and ultimately that changed your decision. Can you tell us more about that bet that you made and how it has impacted your life thus far?
Well, I decided to try to go to Navy because I really didn't know what I wanted to do after high school, and plus since I wasn't all that good in football, I felt like I really didn't have a shot. And so my friend, he was actually a pretty good football player, and he wasn't doing so well with his grades, so he told me to just give it one more shot and don't just go to the Navy because you have all this talent and you don't want it to go to waste. So I was like, all right, I'll make a bet with you. And, if you get your grades up, I'll play football. We shook on it. Only I held the end of my deal. But that's how, I got going with that.
You went ahead and checked out a few practices at Harvard College, and you just weren't feeling it. You felt that you were judged by your size, so you decided to attend Golden West College, where you would walk onto the football team and immediately impress the coaches. Now, making the team had to be great, but what was it like when you found out that you would be starting at wide receiver your first year there?
It felt good, coming from like the situation I had before. Made me feel really bad because I'm used to people telling me it's something I can't do, and he basically saying, not even seeing me play, or not even seeing me lace up my cleats, he just judged me and said, I'll be watching practices from the sidelines. It hurt my feelings, but it's life. So my friend told me, they needed some receivers at Golden West and that they can use some of my talent, and I ended up going over there and just show what I can do. And practicing hard and staying humble, they gave me the position, and it made me feel good because I've never been in that position before, and I've never been where a reliable receiver where they can just throw me the ball and count on me, because I've always been the person like a backup or a person that people just overlook.
You went on to finish that season, your first season at Golden West College, with 28 catches, over 250 yards, and a touchdown. And shortly after that season, you received a phone call from a friend asking if you wanted to train with a wide receiver trainer. And you told me that being able to work out with this trainer is one of the most amazing things that have ever happened to you. Can you tell us why you feel that way?
Oh, because, no doubt, man. His name is Austin Thompson. He's really changed my life. And for the better, and he's taught me things that I've never have known. As far as staying on my line, teaching me how to run, teaching me how to run routes, staying low out of my breaks, things like that I wouldn't have done without his teaching. And I didn't my first year playing at Golden West, I didn't even know the things that he taught me. I was still raw, rookie wise, and I did what I could just off of my talent without knowing, how to read coverage or anything like that. And that's how I had little production, but it was okay. And then meeting him, he kind of clowned me when I first met him. Asked me why not, and he just basically just changed me, and it really helped me and develop my actually enhance my skill set.
Chris Schanfeld talking with wide receiver out of Sacramento State, Austin Dotson, here on the CS Podcast. And Austin, during your sophomore year, you had 52 receptions, 600 yards, and 6 touchdowns. That is the best football season you have ever had statistically. What was it like to have so much success that season, and how much of that success would you credit to working out with that wide receiver trainer?
I credit all of it. And it was fun. And having a season like that, it was just fun because you go into the game, sometimes the games be close, and it comes down to that play. Just like our last game, it came down. We were losing by 3 points, and it came down to the last play, and they threw me up the ball, and I caught the touchdown, and just made me feel so happy and humble me because without training and without God, none of this would be possible. It's just a blessing to have someone like that. Because teach me and just to help me throughout my ways.
After your time at Golden West College, you were sending emails to Division I schools just about every day until you heard back, and you actually gained some interest from schools including Oklahoma State, Miami, Tulsa, and Toledo, but they weren't willing to give you a scholarship that you were looking for. After spending a lot of time and effort sending these emails, you finally heard back from Sacramento State, and they were willing to give you that scholarship to attend the school and play football. Is it safe to say that all that hard work and the sacrifices you had to give up was it all worth it?
It's funny that you asked that, but well, I would say, I'm in a position where a lot of people would love to be. My schooling is paid for. I don't never have to pay for anything. I'm getting my degree next semester, and as far as football wise. You got to make it what it is. Things don't always work out as planned. That's what being at that program taught me. That it teaches you to just you have to stay faithful. To what you actually want to do. Because things, obstacles and hurdles are going to come your way. You just have to learn how to deal with them. Things aren't always going to go as planned, and you just have to deal with what's going on.
And Austin, you spent the last 2 years at Sacramento State, and you've been playing for the Hornets, mainly on special teams as kick returner, but the last 2 games of this past season, you played at wide receiver, recording three receptions, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown. And here's the audio clip of that first ever catch at Sacramento State as a Hornet.
Here is Saffron from the pocket, towards the end zone to Dotson. Dotson diving attempt, he caught it! Touchdown, Sacramento State! His first catch of the year is a touchdown from Garrett Saffron from 27 yards out, an acrobatic catch, and everyone talks about how great of an athlete Dotson is. I don't know how he caught that.
Well, why don't you tell us, how did you catch that pass? I mean, people are going to have to look you up and watch this play after they listen to this interview, man.
What happened was our starter, he got injured. He ran a slant, and then no one knew how bad his injury was. But I'm always told to stay ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So like I was, always warming up on the sideline, running up and down, and it just so happened, he got hurt, and they threw me in a crunch time. It was a very, very close game with Portland State, and I'm not sure. I think we were down, I think, about 4 points in the fourth quarter. And I remember we called a play. I had ran a corner route. I seen the coverage. I ran straight at him. And next thing you know, I see the ball in the air, and I just let my body go. And I just jumped, and it just so happened I caught it, snugged onto it, and I didn't even see the other guy coming in the way. I just caught it, and I heard the whistle blow, and it was a joyous time.
Now, Austin, overall, how would you describe your college experience starting at Golden West and then, going to Sacramento State, playing some football there, and like you said, getting your degree next semester? How would you describe this college experience you've had?
It's a learning experience, a time to mature and greatly find out who you are and actually what you want to be in life. Like I said before, things don't always go as planned. So in life, things aren't going to go as planned. You just have to learn how to deal with it. Either you're going to sink or you're going to swim. Like in my situation, I'm still swimming, so I'm never going to give up on what I want to do in life. So I feel like it's a huge learning experience.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely great to hear. And what's next for my guy, Austin Dotson, man? I know you've been working, getting ready for your pro day.
Yeah, just getting ready, running hard, training, and I just need to do as best as I can to impress any type of scouts that come my way. Just as far as lifting and just all types of stuff to develop the stuff I'm going to be tested on.
Now, I got to think your ultimate goal is to play in the NFL. Is that correct?
Correct.
I see you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, man. I see you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Is there a current wide receiver playing in the NFL today that you would compare yourself to? Maybe like a Deshaun Jackson, maybe not.
I would say Steve Smith.
All right. Hey, you gotta love that, man. Steve Smith, what is he, like playing in his 13th, 14th year, still playing at a very high level. One of my favorite wide receivers of all time, and I'll tell you what, if you could have the success that Steve Smith has had, that'll just be awesome. And I gotta say, Austin, I'm really rooting for you, man. You and I have been chatting for a little while now, and after hearing your story and just to see where you're at right now, getting ready for your pro day is just great to hear, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best, man.
Thank you. That's a blessing.
Now, before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to plug on the air for myself and our listeners?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity to allow me to tell a little bit about myself.
Hey, man, you got an open invitation on the show anytime, and we'll definitely have to do it again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, best of luck and take care.
All right, thank you.